UnWind With Us. Welcome to the show. I'm Marcus.
And I'm Nikki.
Well, Nikki, another week is in the books.
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready?
All right.
All right, let's get it started. We are starting off with sports, and that would be the week 14th, which covers from December 3rd to December 9th.
All right.
We're going to start off with that Thursday night football game. That was Thursday, December 4th. The Cowboys and the Lions.
Okay.
Jamar Gibbs rushed for 3 TDs, and Lions get much needed 44-30 win over the Cowboys.
Okay.
Yeah, and that game has sparked some controversy.
Yes, it has.
We will get into later.
We'll get there.
All right. Next on it, we're gonna go to Sunday. We got the Seattle Seahawks versus the Falcons, Atlantic Falcons. Rashid Shaheed returned kickoff for 100 yards for a TD, and Seahawks blow away hapless Falcons 37-9. I don't know if that was hapless or hopeless, but they spell hapless.
That is the thing.
Okay. All right. Next game on the docket was the Bengals and the Buffalo Bills. And this game, I watched it. It went back and forth.
wow.
You think the Bengals gonna win? You think the Bills gonna win? The Bengals gonna win? The Bills gonna win? But the Bills rallied.
Okay.
Bills rallied for a 39-34 win over the Bengals thanks to Josh Allen's 4 TDs.
Wow.
Christian Bedford's pick 6, and the rest is history.
All right.
Oh, and it did snow in that game, so it was pretty cool.
Oh, I bet.
Here's another controversial game. Tony Pollard runs for 161 yards and 2 TDs as Titans outlast Shadur Sanders and the Browns 31-29. Yes, we will get into this game.
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. All right, next on the docket, the Washington Commanders versus the Vikings. McCarthy Vikings rebound with a 31-0 win over the reeling Commanders, who loses Daniels to injury again.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's wild. Yeah. I feel for Daniels. He had just came back.
Oh, wow.
And their record's 3-10. He's a very good quarterback. So the record does not reflect him because he hasn't been there pretty much. But the Vikings are now 5-8. Next is the Tagovailoa wins in cold, leading Dolphins to 4th straight victory, 34-10, to remain unbeaten versus the Jets. Dolphins are 6-7. The Jets are 3-10.
6-7.
And so at the end of this, I'm also going to go on who's in the playoffs and who's not. Okay. Next on the docket, the Saints beat the Buccaneers. Rookie quarterback Tyler Scholl, 2 TD runs, lead Saints to a 24-20 upset of Buccaneers. This game had no value. Bucks are still in the first place, so but it is tough for them to see them lose like this. They've beaten everyone in the division to stay atop of the division, but it's just sad to see them losing all these games back to back to back.
Yeah.
Next on the docket, Daniel Jones hurt in Jaguars' 11th consecutive home win against the Colts, 36-19.
Ooh.
Go Jaggies, go Jaggies. So the Jags are 9-4, and they are the top of the AFC South, I believe it is. And so hopefully they don't do Jaguarish things and they continue their momentum. And we're rooting for the Jags to go far into the playoffs.
Okay.
Next on the docket, those we used to call the Jaguars the cardiac cats.
Right.
Now, I think we can put that moniker on the Steelers.
Except they're not cats, so no.
Except they're not cats, but
no.
they need to improve their stealing capabilities, so maybe they can steal more wins.
Oh, okay. Stop.
So, a late reversal helped Steelers hold on for a 27-22 win over the Ravens and sole possession of the division lead. So, the Steelers are 7-6, and the Ravens are 6-7.
6-7.
And I just found out where that came from. But anyway, I will discuss that later.
No, we won't.
Why not? It's Stranger Things.
That's not where it came from, but okay.
Well, that's what my intel tells me. But anyway, it did come from Stranger Things, so I don't know where. It is subjective, but yeah, it did come from again. The Steelers won 27-22. It was shaky, but it was a good game. We watched it as well. And I guess that kind of helps calm the mob from wanting Tomlin gone.
Yeah.
Especially since they're in the hunt for making the playoffs.
Yeah, they can stop coming for my coach now.
Next on the docket is those Broncos versus those Raiders. Broncos beat Raiders 24-17 to extend winning streak to 10 games as Geno Smith is injured. Wow, Broncos are 11-2. And the Raiders are 2-11.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So that's it. All right. Now, the next game I think was an upset, but Kyson Nixon has game-sealing interception, and Packers overtakes Bears for NFC North lead with a 28-21 victory. So that's a heartbreaker because they were playing so good, and they were. But like I say, if you throw an interception and that's not the first game that's happened to the Bears where the interception ends the game. But like I say, the score was 27-21, and the Bears were driving. If the Bears would have scored a touchdown, they would have tied the game up. But as you can see, Green Bay won. But the Bears are 9-4. The Packers are 9-3. So the Bears, even I guess because Green Bay may have beaten them twice, so they have the North. They take over the North, but there's still games to be played, so it's still anybody's hunt. But the Packers are 5-2 in the division. The Bears are 5-3 in the division.
Right.
So what have to happen is that the Bears got to hope that somebody else beats Green Bay, and the Bears continue to win.
The Bears.
Next is the Rams and the Cardinals.
Okay.
Oh my God. Matthew Stafford and Puka Nakua helps Rams stay tied atop of NFC West with 45-17 win over the Cardinals. The Cardinals are just bad, man. I don't know where. I know Kyler's probably out injured, but wow, they're like I say 10-3. Or I'm sorry, 3-10, and the Rams are 10-3.
Oh wow.
So that's crazy. Next final Sunday game was the Texans and the Chiefs.
Okay.
And I don't know what's going on with the Chiefs, but the Texans stiff Patrick Mahomes and Chiefs in a 20-10 victory to keep pace with the AFC South race. Now, so this is how tight it is. The Jaguars are 9-4. The Texans are 8-5. So if the Jaguars slip in any way, shape, or form, and the Texans continue to win, Texas will become the number one in the AFC South. So that's how close the race is.
I see.
All right. Next is the final game, which is the Monday night game, which was the Eagles and the Chargers.
Oh, man, this game.
Yes, we will discuss. Matter of fact, we'll roll into, since this is the last. Well, we're going to do standings as far as who's in and who's not for as far as the playoffs concerned,
Mm-hmm.
and then we're gonna go into the shenanigans of this game. Anyway, the Chargers beat the Eagles 22-19.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watched this game, you want to know how this game even got this close. I mean, it does show that the game did go into OT. So it was decided by a field goal. So, but it just this for it to even get to OT, you'd be like, "What? You're scratching your head?" But I don't see how. But anyway, we'll go. So let's go into the standings. And teams that were on the bye was the Patriots, the Giants, the 49ers, and the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's go to the standings here. Let's see if it tells me here. Give the playoff picture here a little bit. Come on. All right, here we go. Teams that have been eliminated because of their records is New York Jets, the Cleveland Browns, Tennessee Titans, Las Vegas Raiders, Washington Commanders, New York Giants, the Atlanta Falcons, and the New Orleans Saints, and the Arizona Cardinals. All those teams have been eliminated from the playoffs. And I'm sure there's going to be more as it goes on.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
There's two leaders in the pack. And there might be more, but I'm going to go through. So the New England Patriots are 11-2. And the Denver Broncos are 11-2. And that's in the AFC. In the NFC, we have two teams in the same division, the NFC West. Mm-hmm. The Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks are both 10-3. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that plays out. So one's going to probably be, right now it got the Rams atop. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the Rams are 3-1 in the division. And the Seattle is 2-2 in the division, but Seattle is also 6-3 in the conference. So we will see how that works out as far as the playoffs concerned. But what's going to happen is one team is going to be going on the bye, and then one team will be the number one seed until you get to the championship game.
Right.
So and only one team gets a bye to the championship round. Or the divisional round, so you get do wild card, then divisional round, and then conference round, and then it'd be Super Bowl.
Okay.
So that's how that stands up. Now let's get into some of these shenanigans that's going on, and boy, oh my God! All right, so we have a bit of bad news here, and I'm gonna go on to hit that first. So we have several injuries. Like I say, the Matt Jones of the Colts got injured. So I think it was his Achilles. I didn't get any update on that, but he's pretty much going to be out for the remainder of the season if it's any type of Achilles injury.
Yeah.
You don't want to come back pretty much they are in good standing, but you don't want to rush back because if he tears that Achilles, like I say, I'll look and see if I can get something more definitive on that.
Yeah.
Right quick. Yeah, we'll see if we can get something on that real quick because that's just one of the players that several players got hurt. So let's see if we got anything on here. It says Colts quarterback who helps engineer an offensive that was on record trajectory through 8 weeks suffered a season-ending Achilles tear. Yep, so he's done.
Oh wow!
In the first quarter of the Sunday's 36-19 loss to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Yep, he's gone. So he's gone for the backup quarterback is he did his best, but he's no match for these quarterbacks that they're going to be facing.
Right.
Going forward. All right, so that's one. Next we got is CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee Lamb suffered a concussion during the game against the Detroit Lions, which led to his early exit. The injury occurred when Lamb attempted to make a catch in the end zone, resulting in a hard fall and head impact. He was evaluated and ruled out for the remainder of the game. Lamb's concussion was ruled out after a fencing response, and he was taken to the locker room for further examination. The NFL concussion program was followed, and Lamb has a 10-day break to clear the protocol before potentially returning to play. So, yes, so he has to get reevaluated over the next 10 days before they – so that's like 2 games that he's going to miss. And if he doesn't clear before those 10 days, then he'll be on for another week. So.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, that's crazy. Next we got is the Cleveland fans are mad at the coach.
As they should be.
Cleveland Brown fans have expressed their frustration with head coach Kevin Stefanski following a controversial 2-point conversion attempt during a game against the Tennessee Titans. The fans felt that Stefanski's decision to take quarterback Shedeur Sanders off the field for the conversion, despite the quarterback's strong performance, was a poor call that cost the team a potential tie. The fan anger was evident on social media, with many calling for Stefanski's dismissal. The incident has sparked discussion about the team's strategy and the coaching staff's decision-making process. So what do you guys say about that?
Put number 12 in if you want to win.
Yes. And they did show in the post-game interview, Shedeur was very professional, very poised.
Good.
He knows that it's a team sport, and that the coach is the head of the team, and the coach, and he has to abide by the coach's decisions.
Right.
And he basically, he did what he needed to do to bring the team back, to put them in a position to win the game. And that's all you can ask for your quarterback.
True.
But like you said, he's balling. The team's excited. The fans are excited. And I'm very happy for him. He was one of the 4 that we was going to watch. And he's one of the 4 that is still standing. And I'll name the 4. We was talking about Justin Fields, again, Shedeur Sanders, and, of course, his brother. And the other one was the Bears quarterback. And so far, Shedeur has outlasted. And then, of course, the Bears quarterback is playing lights out. Justin Fields, he's on the field, off the field, on the field, out the field. But the Jets still are, like I said, I think right now they're like 3 and whatever. But so we see that was a bust for the Jets, and it's sad to see, because I think he is a very promising quarterback, but that's how the ball bounces or not bounce. And then, of course, it's crazy. Of course, the other Sanders brother is out of the league, so there goes that. But anyway,
I did not know that.
Huh?
I say I did not know that.
Oh yeah, the Bucks cut him, and he's not. Nobody picked him up.
Oh.
And of course, when he threw that punch, that sealed his field.
Are you talking about Shiloh?
Yeah, Shiloh.
Oh.
Remember, he threw the punch in preseason, and he was gone. He was cut.
Dang.
Nobody picked him up. Yeah, so now he's rooting for his brother.
Dang.
Yeah, so that's pretty crazy. Next on the docket is the Eagles game. You want to say who was to blame for the loss? So this is crazy. So in this game, the Eagles quarterback threw a pass. The pass was intercepted by the other team, fumbled. The quarterback who threw the interception got the ball. Then he fumbled it, and then the other team got the ball. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
And it's the Los Angeles Chargers. And so, needless to say, the Eagles were in a hole pretty much the whole game. They did start scoring points, and eventually they put themselves in position to win. But the turnovers did its toll on them. And like I say, if you have to watch the video, that play just went. I mean, the ball changed hands. You could say 4 times before it rested in the Chargers' hands.
Yeah.
All right, and here's the one that it's just breaking news today. I think it was 3 referees were fired following the controversial officiating during the recent game between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions, which has raised significant concerns about officiating standards in the NFL. Basically, what's found out was that the game ended with the Packers lost the game. It was 34-31 is the final score. The referees missed calls, including a critical pass interference penalty and a questionable decision that shifted the momentum in the favor of the Lions. Yeah. So in response to the backlash, the NFL has announced the firing of 3 referees who officiated the game. The decision was made after a thorough review of the game footage, which revealed multiple errors that significantly affected the fairness of the competition. The league emphasizes its commitment to maintain high officiating standards and accountability among its officials. So yeah, they were involved in the betting ring, and they think that they fixed the game to go in the Lions' favors for whatever the allegedly gambling situation they were in. But everybody, first of all, the fans are going to raise speculation right off the rip when they see and then they show the game, their footage or plays on instant replay. So it's like, how can you know that you missed the call? And then that's what the replay officiate, because that's the odd man out is the replay official. So if they miss a call on the field, the replay official is supposed to let them know, hey, yo, you missed this call. Right. Or, hey, and they try to get that in before the next play. So with that being said, they didn't do their job. Somebody didn't do the job, and that's why 3 of them got fired.
Dang.
So, and that's been the biggest thing all year, where they're talking about the referees they're changing or causing the outcome of the game.
Right. To let their favorite team win.
Or whatever reason.
Right.
Whether it be fixing the game so that somebody can win a bet or something like that. Because, like I said, they did say gambling was involved.
Yes, they did.
All right. Let's double check, make sure we got everything here. All right. We got some sports adjacent stories. And we'll start off with let's see, who is this? I don't know this. Okay, so apparently Gervonta and Jake Pauls were supposed to, his name is Gervonta Tank Davis, and they were supposed to do another one of those exhibitions on Netflix, boxing situations. And so Gervonta, it was the lightweight champion. And so he posted on December 7th on Twitter or X that Paul, all right, come on, computer. Paul was getting his R's beat in camp. And I was going to do him bad, but everything happens for a reason. That's why I didn't trip. Shorty has a whole history of going after men with money. It's me, so y'all believe it. Y'all couldn't wait. More opportunities in the future, though. So basically, it's always a money fight. Jake Paul, I'm sorry, that's his name, right? Jake
Yeah.
Paul challenges these people, and it's for payday. Some of them people donate their money to charity or whatever the case may be. But he picks fights with these real athletes just to, and for a nice purse. And apparently, and so many times when they put these fights on, this money's guaranteed. So the champ might have got, 10 million. Jake Paul might have got 6 million. So the money sometimes is pretty much guaranteed regardless of the outcome. So, but apparently they felt that Jake wasn't ready, so they canceled the match. And the champ said, "Hey, I'll be waiting whenever you're ready." All right, next on the docket, we got, let's see, what's coming up next here? Okay. All right, so this is the, what's his name? Boykin?
Oh, Trayvon Boykin.
Yeah, Boykin. So,
we talked about last week his.
Right, he had criticism of his, and of course now to give it context, this Thanksgiving dinner took place 10 years ago. So this is when both of them were members of the Seattle Seahawks.
Right.
So Boykins was invited to Russell Wilson's house for Thanksgiving. And so at the time he was dating singer Sierra. So I guess they hadn't got married yet.
Okay.
So when Boykins was basically, long story short, he came on and apologized. He said that the way he divulged the information was unprofessional and out of context. And he was just speaking as far as he thought it was kind of weird that their immediate family did not attend the Thanksgiving dinner. The dinner was catered. Of course, Young Future was there, so he did emphasize that he apologized. As a matter of fact, he talking about he apologized to Russell Wilson and Sierra and Young Future.
Right. I did hear that. That was crazy.
Yeah. So, but like I say, that was the situation at the time, because I believe that Young Future was the only kid that Sierra had right at that time, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, their family has grown since then.
Oh, a lot.
But he basically apologized, and he saw the errors his way. So we were speculating, a phone call had been made. Somebody called him.
Yeah, because he got a lot of backlash.
Mm-hmm. And from when I think, if I'm going to be 100%, I could be wrong, but I believe that call came from Russell Wilson's mother or his mother. So I know it was somebody's mom that contacted him.
But
yeah, it was that was said that one, but he was saying that his family, he says basically he comes from nothing, and he says the family would bind together and at least make Thanksgiving happen, and to be put in a position where no family was like flew in, or it was just Russell Wilson and Sierra and Lil Future, and to be put in that position he thought was kind of weird. And like I say, he didn't, as these, and like I said, it's 10 years ago, so that just shows still has not matured.
Right. So, exactly.
Matter of fact, I think it was the mother, because it says Tammy Wilson is the one. So I think that's Russell Wilson's mother.
Sounds like.
Yeah. So she's the one that contacted him, allegedly. I don't want to say, because it says shout out to Russell Wilson's mom. Okay. She is tired of the insecure, sassy cornballs coming for her son. She didn't owe anybody a damn explanation.
Right.
So she says, I am his mom. It is none of your business. This is the opportunistic. I am so tired of you men cutting down my son. Jesus said, to all accusing the woman, He who is without sin casts the first stone. Part of our family was in Florida at a tournament. I stayed planning to stay home because I wanted to fast for 4 days before the year's end. Russell, though, thought enough of you, who had a criminal history, to love you enough to invite you over. This was Russ keeping it moving. Folks not trustworthy. Russ thought with forgiveness, but not again. I hope you felt relevant for a few minutes. Lord, forgive him, for he know not what he is doing. Tammy Wilson.
Oh, Mama Wilson
And
read
prayers.
him to filth.
So, yeah.
She say, despite your criminal history.
Yeah, she pointed it out. Yeah. You're a criminal. My son reached out to you. Show you how you should be.
Open his doors to you.
That's right.
That's how you
break bread with you.
Dang. I'm here for it.
All right. Let's see what else we got going on here. So we got some. So this is. I thought this here was very funny. And I love this little girl here. She's you could say she's the next Serena Venus Williams. She's following in their footsteps.
Okay.
As or you could say Tiger Woods too.
Okay, it can't be both. So.
Naomi Osaka firmly rejects a marriage proposal from a fan on Instagram during a Q&A session with her followers. The tennis ace has been single for nearly a year, having parted ways with her ex-boyfriend Corday in January. The pair were together for about 6 years and have a daughter, Shy, before they decided to split. Osaka is thought to be currently unattached, but the exact status of her love life remains unknown, as the Japanese athlete tends to keep her personal affairs private. One daring fan took a shot during an Instagram Q&A, boldly asking the 4-time Grand Slam winner to marry him.
Wow.
So that reminded
me. Shoot my shot.
he shot his shot.
Wow.
So that's all good on them. Get something from the tennis area. All right. Now we're gonna go into technology and gaming news.
All right.
All right. So the first story we have here is the humanoid robot was created by AI kicked it and CEO to the ground within what the company said was a somewhat of a simulated battle.
Right.
And the video, I mean, this went viral. The video went wild, and basically,
Yeah.
long story short, they're basically trained this $12,000 humanoid like robot, and it does.
If you see the video, it's like, okay.
Yeah, so it's about, I'd say probably, well, the guy's Japanese, so he's probably a little height challenge.
You know what?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Moving on.
So this robot looks to be about, I'm going to say 6 feet tall. And the robot is boxing him, and it just kicks him and knocks him to the ground. And the reason they put on this exhibition is because people were saying that the robot was AI generated. So they had to put on this exhibition to show that is not an AI generated robot or picture or anything of that nature.
Right.
That is a real humanoid robot that they have created. And it can do martial arts.
Yeah, they got iRobot doing martial arts.
Yep. So, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
The Elon Musk, y'all call him what, Elania?
Yeah.
He wants to have a robot in every house, just kind of like an iRobot.
Of course he does.
Then he also wants the robots to shadow the criminals, make sure they don't commit no more crimes.
And again, of course he does.
Oh, gotta love this. Gotta love the tech world.
And then he wants robot colony on Mars.
Oh, yeah. That's wild.
Okay, I just made that last one up, but I'm pretty sure he does.
Mortal Kombat. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Your soul is mine. We had sad news to report that Kari Hiroyuki Togawa, Mortal Kombat, and the man in the High Castle star dies at age 75.
Yeah.
And he's the one, he played Shang Tsung in the 1995 film of Mortal Kombat. And he played, the way he played that character was spot on to the video game. And of course, he was in the sequel in the 1997 Mortal Kombat. And he also replaced this role on the TV series in 2013.
Oh.
So he was that dude. He was that dude.
He was.
Yeah. And then he also was in the episode of Mortal Kombat X Generations in 2015.
Oh.
So
condolences to his family and
that's great. Condolences. I might, you know what? I might watch that in his honor. Watch the movie again because, like I say, the way he delivered his lines and everything in the movie was, it was awesome. And he was the pop, other than seeing some of the stars that they brought the characters in.
Mm-hmm.
Him playing Shang Tsung was the highlight of that movie, in my opinion.
Wow.
Well, okay, I have to say I did like Raiden too.
Yeah.
And of course, I have a soft spot for Sub-Zero and oh man, what's my boy? Scorpion. Yeah, I can't forget my man Scorpion. And I can't wait for next year when Mortal Kombat 2 comes out.
All right.
All right, next on the docket in the techie world here, we're going to go with, let's see here. There's a question brewing.
Okay.
And the question is, what the heck is going on at Apple? Okay, so if you haven't heard or been up under a rock, a lot of the, here, I'll read this. Apple for decades has been known for its consistent string of design forward tech-defining consumer products that have shaped how people use technology.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, give me just a second. Now the company, known for its steadiness in is going through a shakeup at the top, as both Apple and the tech industry at large are at a crossroad. Apple announced the departure of 3 executive team members in less than a week. Meta poached a key Apple designer leader, and speculation is mounting that Tim Cook may be preparing to step aside as CEO. The change comes as critic says Apple, once a tech leader, is behind in the next big wave, artificial intelligence. For one of the world's most valuable tech companies, a change in leadership could mean a change in how it's conceived, designed, and creates product using around the world every single day. The only thing we can read into this is that we are headed to a time of increased volatility for Apple, said Robert Siegel, a longtime venture capitalist and lecturer at Stanford Graduate School of Business. So, long story short, we know one person stepped down because his division was suffering, that was the one with Siri.
Okay.
And which is still part of their AI. And then I don't know who the second person was. But then, like you say, with the reports of Tim Cook stepping aside too. So this is going to be very interesting to watch and see how Apple goes forward.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I do have another story here with the Apple. Apple creaseless foldable iPhone could be less than a year away. And reportedly, you won't even ever see a crease. You could, however, see a decent dent in your wallet. You see what they did there?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're doing a crease-free design, and because Apple's been trying to develop what they call liquid glass. So the phone, basically most of the hardware will be coming from Samsung Z Fold, but like I said, Apple, some of the glass will be coming from Samsung as well, but the development of the overall, I guess, specs and everything is done by Apple, and they said that this might, as far as the Fold's concerned, this will be the most expensive, at $2,399. That's before it gets to the carriers and they start offering discounts and trade-ins and all that stuff.
Right.
Another thing is that I want to mention that, however, that's not going to be the most expensive, because Samsung is coming out with a trifold phone, and they're marketing that to be close to $3,000.
That's crazy.
So that's almost $1,000 per screen, and the phone will have 4 screens. The
it
trifold
can't be trifold if it has 4 screens.
Well, it's going to have the outer screen like my phone does, and then the trifold will basically fold. It'll be all on the inside. So some of the other phones, they kind of like a Z Fold, and part of the screen was exposed. So what Samsung is they're folding it like a book. See my hands. So one screen's gonna fold like that, another screen's gonna fold on top of it.
Yeah, I get.
Okay, so that's why, and then they'll still have it outside screen, and then it also will have it'll have the phone cameras from the 23 model. But like I said, that phone's good. It's going to be a 10-inch tablet once you unfold all 3 screens.
Yeah.
So it's pretty cool.
That's too much.
Yeah, it's too much for you, but I can deal with that. I've been dealing with and plus I would carry less items.
No, you won't. No, you
Well,
won't.
you think I'll still have the tablet?
I'm sure you would. No.
Oh, and Samsung's also going to supply the case with this trifold chip, so that's pretty cool. And the charger.
For $3,000, they better supply the Wi-Fi and everything else.
Hey, don't give them no ideas now. He's like Wi-Fi. Well, it's going to be have its own cell chip, so Wow. Okay. Let's see here. Here's something that's we thought that I found that it's going to be very beneficial. So you know how these carriers now, like AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and of course the sub ones, this Mint Mobile, whatever those, Cricket and all that stuff. So basically, T-Mobile and AT&T have they're adopting a self-service digital switching for customers. So what that will do is they'll give you the opportunity to move from one carrier to the other. So if you want to move from AT&T to T-Mobile, they've joined in the partnership to make that happen. So you won't have to jump through hoops to switch from the carriers. So I thought that's some breaking news. Because like I say, when some people be offering deals and whatnot, they make it very hard for you to leave them. If you don't own your phone, you can't take your phone with them. All the kind of stuff. So they're partnering up to say, okay, if you want to leave AT&T, go to T-Mobile, or vice versa. No problem.
Right.
They're making that process more customer friendly.
Right.
All right. So next on the docket here, YouTube. Okay. So last week we briefly mentioned Spotify has what they call the Wrap, which is the year-end review.
Mhm.
So YouTube has come out with their recap, on which mine I found that mine was pretty much accurate, except for in the gaming industry, they said that my lead game was Marine. What was that game called?
Mm.
Anyway, it was the Marine, whatever that Marine battle game was.
Mhm.
I don't own the game, never played the game, so I was like, "How y'all got that in there
Right.
as my lead game when I never played or owned the game or never I may have matter of fact Space Marine, that's what it's called, Space Marine. It's kind of like Starship Troopers, but anyway, it's called
Okay.
Space Marines. It was big on PlayStation, then it rolled out to everyone else,
Mhm.
and when it hit Xbox, it put the game on the map even further than what they did, because they also include the Master Chief in the game.
Mm.
But anyway, I never played the game, and I'm like, yo, why is that my number one game on your list? So so definitely, there is a, a question and answer part of that, and I will be responding to that. How the heck
Mhm.
y'all gonna say that's my lead game, and I never played the game?
Right. All right.
But everything else was spot on. The music was spot on. They said that my top artist was Prince, and
Mhm.
I was like, they are right on that. Some of the most played songs were from Michael Jackson, and a
Okay.
lot of the AI music that I did listen to. So
Mhm.
they did get that right. And they said that as far as the videos I've watched, most of them were techie videos. They
Mhm.
got that right. And then they also had John Campion as our number one video.
They got that right.
They got that right.
Shout out to John.
Yeah, basically he's a movie review show, and we watch it pretty much every day. All right, let's see what else we got here. Oh, so YouTube did their recap, and Sony PlayStation did their recap as well.
Okay.
I hate to see what their recap for me is. 'Cause matter of fact, I know I got one game that I played on this PlayStation, but I don't
Mhm.
know if they. I hate to see what that recap was, because I didn't really play Sony games.
Right.
um, Other news is that Sony is coming out with a new PS5 controller with a improved battery life, and I don't know if they're gonna come out with it by itself or they're gonna bring that out with the PS6. But they did say a new controller is coming,
Okay.
um, and it'll have better battery life, because
Mhm.
apparently that's one of the downfalls of their controllers, the battery life,
Mhm.
and the fact that you can't put regular batteries in there, or and
Oh.
it's like the Xbox
Mhm.
has a well, you can have a charged battery in there, or you can put the double A's in there. So that way you don't have any downtime in playing your games. And or in my case, I have multiple controllers, so I will never have any downtime. In many cases, when I'm not playing, the controller's on the charger. But I've had my PS4.
Mhm.
One of the controllers won't charge right at all, and you have to have it plugged up the whole while you're playing the game with it. So I'm like, yeah, screw
Yeah.
that. So, but anyway, good on them coming out with a improved battery life, versus them making where people can put rechargeable batteries in the unit, or
Right.
regular batteries.
Right.
But that's something the ponies have to live with.
Oh my goodness.
All right, what else we got here? We got so after I guess you call this some Xbox news. So after the soft response to Call of Duty latest release, Black Ops 7 continues to affect changes in long-running series, as announced on the official Call of Duty blog today.
Mhm.
Activision will no longer make a back-to-back Call of Duty games in the same series. So, and that happened last year when they did Modern Warfare 3
Mhm.
after 2. 3 was not well received, but it still became the number one game. And of course, Black Ops 7 is still number one, but it's not giving the I guess the engagement that they were looking for. Um, And then the thing is too, Black Ops 6 is still there. Now they're two different games, but 7 does continue on from 6.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that it's so much stuff that they put in 6 that people are still playing 6. And by the time they switch over to 7, it might be sometime next year before everybody switches from 6 to 7. Because the maps, I mean, they're putting a ton of maps in these two games. So there's content in there where you can play either 6 or 7 for days or years. But so they said that they're no longer gonna release the same things back to back and again. So, but we know next year you're gonna get Modern Warfare 4. So,
all right.
Next we got this one is a real big one.
Okay.
Australia leaders defend social media ban as bragging about staying online.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
for those of you that earlier I reported on this, where Australia is going to ban anyone under 16 for using social media, and they're going after the big 3, or basically Meta and like YouTube and some of the other ones.
I don't think they said YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube is included too.
Okay.
That was the last minute addition. They said YouTube is included.
Right.
Let me see if I got all the players
Yeah.
here. I do know this is the ban on under 16s went live, so that started today, saying the rollout was always going to be bumpy, but would ultimately save lives. A day after the law took effect, with bipartisan support for the majority political party and backing by some 3/4 of Australia's parents, the country's social media feed were flooded with comments from people claiming to be under 16, including one of the Prime Minister's TikTok accounts, saying,
wow.
"I am still here. Wait until I can vote."
Wow.
A day after the law took effect with bipartisan support, I think I just read that. Here we go. Alphabet, which is that's YouTube.
Okay.
Oh man, actually hold on. Okay, so under the law, 10 of the biggest platforms, including TikTok, Meta, Instagram, and Alphabet's YouTube, must bar underage users or face a fine of up to $49.5 million. Now, that's in Australia money, but in American money, it's the equivalent to $33 million. The government has said it would take some time for the platform to set up processes to do this. Of course, it isn't smooth. Albanese told Melbourne radio stations, Fox, you can't in one day switch off over 1 million accounts across the board, but it is happening. Yeah, so that the kids are, like I say, going on social media and the platforms they still have access to, as long as they have access to it. And they're not happy, but the parents are.
Wow.
It says TikTok and Snap, owner of Snap, declined to comment on the rollout.
You mean Snapchat? Or is that?
I don't know. I think Snap's something different because Snapchat is actually owned by Meta. So I don't know is Snap something different. But it says Snap, just SNAP.
Okay.
TikTok and Snap, owner of Snap, declined to comment on the rollout, while Meta, YouTube, X, Amazon, Twitch, Reddit, and Australian-owned Kick, all of which are covered by the ban, were not immediately available for comment.
Wow.
Yeah, so so the United States is looking at this very hard. Lawmakers have been trying to put something like this in place in America as well. All right. That concludes the technology and gaming news. Now we're on to the celebrity entertainment news. All right. We're going to start off with the Streamer Awards.
Yeah.
Were you able to you have anything on this? As far as I know, what's his name?
Kai Cenat.
Kai Cenat. He won. What did he win? Streamer of the year.
I think so. Don't
Yeah.
quote me on that.
Say it was held in the ceremony at the Los Angeles Wiltern Theater. The awkward. I'm sorry, the awkward.
Words.
The award saw creator IShowSpeed taking home the all-important Streamer of the Year award, the second time in a row after taking out last year's title. Meanwhile, Case On, Case O, landed Gamer of the Year, and Senna took out the Sapphire Award for Best Female or marginalized gender streaming of 2025. Kay Cenat took home multiple awards, including Best Just Chatting Streamer, Best Streamer Event for Streamer University, Best Marathon Stream for Marathon 3, and Best Collab for LeBron James' appearance mid-marathon, in which the Los Angeles Lakers star gave the streamer a haircut live.
Yeah.
Producer, rapper, and Twitch streamer Black Boy Max took home Best Music Streamer and Best Stream Series for In the Booth, while the YouTuber and Twitch streamer Emerald landed Best Creative Artist Streamers. Specific gaming categories saw League of Legends streamer Cedrill winning Best MOBA multiplayer online battle arena stream, while Peak took out Stream Game of the Year.
All right.
So and it's a lot more, but good on them. So I guess that could also went up under tech too, but
yeah.
Well, it was the first story, so but I figured since they were kind of celebrities in that field, it went under celebrity.
Sure. Anyway.
So, all right. So, let's see here. What we got next coming up here? Okay. Pamela Anderson reveals her relationship with Liam Neeson.
Oh.
So apparently, she finally opens up about what was apparently a short-lived romance between her and Liam Neeson. The past summer, the pair captured the world's attention while promoting their new action comedy film, The Naked Gun. All throughout the press tour, the two got awfully cuddly, embracing one another on the red carpet, holding hands, during a radio interview, and even kissing on the Today Show.
All right.
At the time, a source confirmed that the two were in the early stages of dating, but neither star even spoke about it until now.
Okay.
It's at the points to where even when they were doing the film, said the bulk of their relationship evidently consisted of an intimate week together at Neeson's home in upstate New York.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was while they were finishing the filming of the film. So, yeah. And that's a big thing, because I was reading here lately that that's one of the reasons why they say Michael B. Jordan is still single, because in many cases, he had a romantic relationship with his co-stars. So So apparently, I mean, it's widespread. I mean, look at another example of that was during Twilight.
Oh yeah.
The two stars dated in real life, and then Spider-Man. What's her name? Zendaya and Tom Holland are engaged to be married.
Right.
And they met on the first Spider-Man movie done by Marvel.
Okay.
So that's so it's a lot of that going on. Let's see here. What's next on the docket? Mila Kunis. And I thought this is a very funny this story. This probably could have went multiple locations too. But she apparently is the HOA. She's the head of the HOA in her, I guess, culture sect.
Okay.
So she had some comments. She says HOA admits they have no gratitude. Oh, excuse me. Oh, here, let me do this. It's gonna drive me bad here. So let's make it smaller. Okay, here we go. Okay, Mila Kunis is just looking for one thing as the head of her homeowner association: appreciation. So the Hollywood star on the leadership position for her 8-household neighborhood, but says she been inundated with complaints and little gratitude. Said all people do is complain. All I get is complaints all day long. Kunis said during an appearance on the Today Show, no one ever goes, you know what? Thank you so much for anything and for anything ever. Kunis even said that she had to text a friend in the neighborhood asking him to reply to her email with a simple thank you as an example.
Wow.
Wow. And that's happening a lot, maybe maybe that's what Katy Perry is trying to do when she's buying up all these
No,
homes.
Katy Perry on something else.
But Melanie Kunis is the head of the HOA, so when she's not away on, making a movie or whatever, or doing a talk show media, she's sitting at her desk and answering her homeowners
Good for her.
complaints and stuff.
All right.
Which they're showing her no gratitude.
Bless her.
All right, time to get messy. Stephen A. Smith commented on Ray J's. So Stephen A. Smith commented on Ray J were met with backlash from fans who felt that his involvement in the ongoing beef between Ray J, Brandy, and Beyonce was unnecessary.
Yep.
Smith's remarks including questioning Ray J's feelings and criticizing him for oversharing personal business. The situation escalated when Ray J publicly defended himself, stating that his sister is off limit and that Smith's comments were disrespectful. The comment sparked a viral moment and discussion about boundaries, respect, and family loyalty. Now, did you see the video?
I didn't see. I saw Ray J's response. I didn't see what Stephen A. said, but here, my thing for quite some time now has been Stephen A. needs to stay in his lane.
Yes, and his own
bottom line.
Yeah, and his own fans basically telling him the same thing. Yo, stay in your own lane. Why are you commenting? And yes, you've noticed that every time he gets a viral moment, it's because he's butting into somebody else's business or conversation.
Yep. And usually something having to do with a woman. Because we saw how he got when a man stepped to him. No, sir, not me. But I digress.
Well, speaking of messy, here we gonna talk about Drake. So Drake, OVO, which is October's very own, teases Marvel collab. Here's why fans think it might be tied to Iceman. Okay. Apparently, the OVO and Marvel collection drops on Friday, December 12th, and features characters like Wolverine and Ghost Rider. Fans believe there could be a code reference to Drake's next album, Iceman. OVO recently collabed with Disney, Chelsea FC, and NCAA teams, showing a pattern of strategic cultural tie-ins.
Okay.
So what do you think about that?
I mean, if it's for like the clothing line, it might actually be pretty cool. But
oh, you think he might do some? Oh, yeah. You know what? Now that I didn't think of it like that.
OVO Marvel merch.
Oh yeah,
that might be pretty cool.
We might check that out. Okay, good.
If that's what it is, but otherwise, I don't know what the music might be given. We'll just wait and see.
Yeah, well, I don't even think I listened to the last late Drake album, so it won't. I ain't worrying about it, but yeah, yeah. So Robert Lewis, Bobby, that's Drake. For anyone who needs a refresh of the X-Men universe, has a character known as Iceman. So that's where that comes in.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's go on to the next story. Ooh, again, we wish Drake much success, but
Sure.
I won't be one to one streaming his new album. I'll take the
Well, like I said, I'm curious about it just to see if
well
he's gonna make a comeback after taking L after L after L after L, or what it's gonna be given.
Well, I did hear one of the other people was saying he better be careful where it comes out, because he said he don't want to poke the Kendrick bear.
Yeah, so we shall see.
All right, so Lori Harvey and Damson Eldridge are reportedly back to being boyfriend and girlfriend after mostly recently being spotted looking cozy at a club together. But when did they break up? That's a very good question. So Lori Harvey and Denzel Eldridge made a rare public appearance with fans sure that they are back together. Both celebrities previously dated and were one of the most sought after couples in Hollywood. I want to say they were
They broke up a while ago.
Yeah, but I want to say where were they? I had the information, but because they were at either a concert or a comedy show.
It's no telling, but again, just because they were spotted doesn't necessarily mean they're back together. So we'll wait and see on that. That's not necessarily meaning anything.
Yeah, I mean, because it could have been something else prearranged, but they do have a bunch of pictures and stuff that were posted. So, but like you say, you never know what the situation is. Yeah, they even brought in the fact that she dated Michael B. Jordan too. People, they're crazy. But anyway, good on them. Though one of the things that I recently saw was the episode of Family Feud where she was on the show.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so that was Steve Harvey's family versus Steve Harvey. It was the boys versus the girls.
Okay.
Of course, his wife was with all the boys, and it was his boys and his daughter's husband on one side, and then on the other side was the
Marjorie.
No, Marjorie was with the boys.
Okay.
And Marjorie's mother was with the girls.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's how
all
that.
Right.
Yeah. All right. So next we got. Oh, this is one that we were like, what the hell? So Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Was named Entertainer of the Year for 2025 by the Times. And other than, he was in the movie, which I didn't see, One Battle After Another. I don't know. He was he in F1? Yeah, I think he was in F1. F1 was good. But those two movies wouldn't make him Entertainer of the Year. I don't think so either. So I think, yes,
I don't agree with this one.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one either. But it was trendy news. So, and it's our duty to report on it.
All right.
All right. Next, now let's get to the meaty greedy of this here. Diddy's mom. Now, for those that don't know, there is a documentary on Netflix about Diddy. Executive producer and creator was 50 Cent. And a lot of people are lashing out about the validity of the information that was shown. And even I questioned. Initially I wasn't going to watch it. I didn't give 2 cents about it.
Oh my goodness.
But my co-host wanted to watch it, and so we are in a partnership. So I decided I would go ahead and
I mean, it has been trending, so yeah.
yes, since it is again a trending topic, and so I I watched it, and my opinion is that for one thing, it did what Netflix wanted to do. It was trending. People tuned in. It became the highest rated show on the platform. It even beat out Stranger Things. So it did what they wanted it to do. It got engagement. But as far as the information, it was basically everything we already knew or seen or whatever. And it did. My only pushback is it was kind of one-sided as far as the way that the information was presented. It was all one-sided.
Well, on that note, they did reach out to people for the chance to respond or give interviews, but there were a lot of people who did not want to speak out. So that's what that was on that.
Yes, I understand that. I do understand that, and I don't dispute that. But to put it out, but even the ones that were speaking in the documentary, their stuff is still one-sided.
Okay.
I understand they were being interviewed, and that was their response to the questions. I guess in some cases, they should have maybe put up the questions that they were being asked or something to give it a better context. But I felt that some of the stuff was, and they had one scene where they had the Dandy Kane lead singer in there. She was reading court documents.
No, I thought she was reading text messages.
No, she was reading the court. She was reading. Okay, she's reading the court documents on a cell phone. Okay, so I can understand where you got that from. But she's reading court documents that was filed by a third party that witnessed her. Well, we won't go into details on what they witnessed, but they never showed the person that filed that they interviewed to file charges.
And again, not everyone wanted to be interviewed or speak out.
Yeah, but the person filed it anyway, because they said over about 100 cases filed against them. So
Yeah, so
I guess
you're not gonna be able to get everyone.
Right, but it seems like the one. Okay, I'll put it this way. Now I guess they couldn't do that. The documentary will be too long. But anyway, I felt that it was one-sided. It didn't give enough information. It didn't get, and then some of the things it did show Diddy. It showed Diddy and what he was doing and everything, but it did not offer any. Everything was almost like it was hearsay, other than what was actually shown on the video as what Diddy was actually doing. But it's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway,
I don't know if you thought we were going to get live footage of the freak-offs or what you were expecting.
No, I wasn't expecting live footages of the freak-off, but they made so much references to the freak-off, and they probably couldn't show that footage anyway. Yeah,
Hello?
I
that's
know
what I'm saying.
couldn't.
Like, what are you expecting to see?
Well, one thing is that the one of the characters that was in the latter half of the
character?
Yeah,
it's not a character.
The
people.
Producer, songwriter, whatever he was. It was all his side of the story, and it tripped me out is that they used the footage that Diddy filmed. He accused Diddy of not paying him, but Diddy but he played the conversation of where Diddy was calling him. He recorded the conversation where Diddy called him and was concerned about what he was saying and what he was doing. But what I push back on is why they didn't show what he said to Diddy or what he sent to Diddy to get Diddy to. blow up his phone because he said that Diddy was blowing his phone up left or right. So I want to know what he had in the what did he say to Diddy? That's what they should have put in there. He recorded Diddy's talking on the phone, but they didn't include his part of the conversation, which may have been damaging to him, of course. But by just playing what Diddy said was wrong.
But we also know that Diddy has a track record of not paying people and screwing over people that he works with. So that is quite believable.
It is quite believable because one of his assistant said that Diddy don't pay people. So I agree with that 100%. But what I want to know is what did he say to trigger Diddy? So that's what it should have been. The whole what I'm saying is the whole conversation should have been.
Well, I'm not here defending Diddy.
I'm not defending Diddy either, but I was just saying if they're gonna put out a documentary, they need and they're gonna keep the people they did have in the video, and he filed a lawsuit. So we want, I guess if you have to go pull up the lawsuit to see exactly what he said. Anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, because I'm like, what are you expecting?
Yeah.
However it goes.
Anyway,
I thought it was pretty good, and my only thing is that I felt like a lot was left out based on things that we do know that has happened over the years. To me, there was just a lot that was not talked about. I'm not going to say it was one-sided. I'm just going to say there was a lot that was left out.
Right. There was a lot of missing pieces. As a matter of fact, the mother of fallen rapper mogul Sean Diddy Combs is joining a chorus of individuals pointing the finger at Netflix as she publicly comes out against the notion that she was violent or an abusive parent with her son, or that he assaulted her after statements that she recalled inaccuracies made their way into the Netflix documentary.
Of course, she's going to say that.
See, and that's fine. Like you say, there's a lot of things left out, but I found that was. Did Netflix try to interview her? That's but I don't know.
I'm gonna say this again. They reached out to so many people. There are a lot of people who are not speaking up. There are people who are saying things in the aftermath if they don't like how it made them look. That's gonna happen, but I've seen Netflix make statements that, hey, we reached out. This person didn't want to be interviewed. So on that note, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah. Well, she said that she's coming to the media to clear up what was reported about Netflix series. She's 85 years old, and she says, that they had a lot of.
And on that note, I'm going to say this. She coming to the media, but if she feel that strongly about it, why not go to the courts? I mean, if you feel that your case is that strong that you were defamed or whatever, then you can take that up legally. But she's not doing that.
Well, you never know.
She wants to go to the court of public opinion.
Well, that's really who you gotta, even though you can go out to Netflix for some money or whatever, 50 cents or whatever the case may be, that still doesn't, all that stuff be done behind closed doors. So basically, her going to the media, that's basically what Netflix is doing. They're putting this documentary out. It becomes media information. And the only way and you got to figure nowadays, the social media is one of the ways you get your message out, point blank. Going to, now, if she wanted to file a lawsuit and everything, possibly she could win or lose. But you get more. I
don't see her winning.
Yeah. You get more notice by if it goes social media and it goes viral,
But,
so.
However.
Yep. All right. I think that would would you have one more story? I believe you wanted to make this the Black Excellence. Anoka Yai.
Probably butchering her name, but yeah.
Anak Yai. Okay, so now is that better? shuts down the red carpet in a dramatic corset gown to accept Model of the Year at the 2025 Fashion Awards.
Yes.
It was held in London, and she is a very beautiful girl, as far as models go. And so she's only been on the scene for 12 months.
Yeah, I think she was in college when she was discovered, but yeah, she was, discovered and basically had modeling agencies knocking down her door, and cut to her being, and this is what makes it excellent, the only other black woman to open a fashion runway show for Prada other than Naomi Campbell. That is huge.
Yes.
Especially with no formal training prior to her being discovered and everything. And it's like, yeah, now she's blowing up, and I think she deserves everything she's getting.
Yep. And some of the pictures that I've seen, it's very good.
She's fierce.
I'm trying to see right quick if they say where her humble beginnings was, but it was. I mean, there is a very long, the journey, and the article does go into a lot. I'm not going to go into it because I see that it's going to be problematic.
Yeah.
But good on to her. Congratulations.
Yes.
And continued success. All right. I believe that concludes the celebrity portion of the celebrity entertainment. And now we're going to go into entertaining stories. All right. This one here was very entertaining. At GameStop Trade Anything Day, you can trade in almost anything, including crafts and taxidermy, as long as it fits into a 20 by 20 by 20 box. Here are the key points. Almost anything can be traded in, including crafts, which I've already mentioned. The only thing they get is one per customer is a $5 in trade credit. So basically, you get a $5 store credit.
All right.
One per customer. Items like hazardous materials, certain electronics, and live animals are not allowed. And
fact that they have to say that.
And yes, somebody did try to trade in their dog, and they were turned away. But some of the other stuff, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, someone they wrote on a piece of paper the letter 6 or number 6.
Good Lord.
And the number 7 on another piece of paper. Ziplocked them and traded them for their $5 credit.
6, 7.
And then somebody traded in a spork.
But somebody else traded in, was it like a parking ticket or something?
Yes, they parked in their parking citation. They got a $5 credit. So I guess that's, of course they still had to pay the ticket, but I guess that's calculation. They got a $5 credit.
Because, sir, don't think you're getting out of this ticket just because you traded at the GameStop. That's not how this works. GameStop, you're now the proud owner of this ticket, and we'll be looking forward to you coming down and playing this citation. Exactly.
And someone traded in their bowling ball.
All right.
So I'm sure there's more stories out there on the interweb from all the different stores and whatnot. But
I just hope those workers had PPE equipment.
Yes, they did provide protection. Gloves and everything.
Yeah, because I can't imagine having to deal with things people were bringing up. No, thank you. Absolutely not.
Well, hold on. Wait a minute. I got something else here. Hold on. I'm going to see if this is related. Bobcats, goose. So I guess more animals were tried.
Oh, my goodness.
Hold on.
Did you say a bobcat?
It says, I'm trying to, okay, here we go. Here we go. Bobcats, goose, creepy dolls, Inside GameStop trade.
Yeah, that should have been on the list of nope. I'm not taking your creepy doll. Take
Well,
Annabelle
you gotta figure
elsewhere.
too if they. I don't know what creep. I mean, because they sell. They. I mean, it's more.
They sell Funko Pops. They don't sell Annabelle.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
I mean, remember, I make the delivery.
Okay.
They sell everything in there. From matter of fact, that's the reason why they did this. Funko Pop pulled out.
I know.
So
I'm
yeah,
aware.
that's the reason why they did this. They wanted to cover. I guess they wanted to cover the lost revenue as to giving the people $5 credit, so they spend more money in the store on other things. But they did lose money on the Funko Pops pulling out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what creepy. This is okay. So here's some of the other things that it says: Bobcats, a goose, Tiny Jesus, creepy doll collections, Air Jordans, speed limit signs, happy heater, dog portraits, a can of whoop R's, Wii Netflix disc, non-alcoholic cider for the employees. Many who showed up for the event also donated canned foods that will be sent to local food banks and pet shelters.
That's what's up.
All right, and okay, and of course they received $5 credit.
I still would have had to turn away those dolls. I'm sorry.
Also, they got $5 trade cards that can be used the day of the event or in the future, according to GameStop website.
All right.
Oh, and somebody traded in. That's the nervous system. They traded in a model of the nervous system, handmade.
All right. Interesting.
And they even had the kind of a light green for the unauctionated blood, and then a burgundy color for the auctionated blood.
All right.
All right. Let's see what next we got on the docket. That's pretty wild. I was hoping for more stuff, but that is pretty wild. I wonder whether they bringing that back at any time. But anyway. All right. So we haven't had one of these stories in a while. Actually, since the DoorDash girl. So, but this is another one here that is really shaking up the thing here. So the caption is Instagram caught using shady algorithm to charge different prices to individual customers in the same store. Bombshell study revealed. So, popular food delivery service Instacart has been using a shady algorithm that charges different prices to different customers on the same grocery item in the same supermarket without telling them, according to an explosive study. At a Target store in North Canton, Ohio, the wildly popular grocery app charged a customer $2.99 for a Skippy Creamy Peanut Butter one day in September, while other Instacart users said that same day paid as much as $3.59 for the same jar picked up from the same location, according to studies. At a Safeway market in Seattle, shoppers using Instacart paid 5 different prices for the same Oscar Mayer deli turkey.
Oh no.
$3.99, $4.31, $4.59, $4.69, and $4.89. A range of spanning of a whopping 23% between the lowest to highest markup.
Oh wow.
So that's wild. So that's regardless of what the store is charging, that's what the prices they have in the app.
Right. Wow.
So the same pattern emerged at Target and Safeway stores. What we got here? Which used 437 shoppers in its survey, ordering groceries off the Instacart app for in-store pickup. That's wild. So I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know what's going to happen with that. They also said these practices were caught by Uber and Lyft almost over a decade ago. Hiking prices for rides during rainstorms.
Yeah.
That is nickel and diamond consumers. Even hell, that ain't 10 years ago. They still doing that today.
Yeah.
Hey, if this and which basically we already know they're increasing the price because the number of drivers decreases during any type of weather situation. But
yeah.
or if there's an event going on outside, such as in our area, if the football game is going on, they hike up the prices during the game, especially or a concert when they let out, they put a surge on the places. So it's it's their practices. Yeah. And I'm gonna say I was there for it. So I was on the recipient end of it. Let's see, those were the days. All right. Here's one. Large exotic cats running loose around ritzy Baltimore neighborhood spark confused calls for help. And when you see these weird looking cats, they look like cheetahs for real.
I think they're called serval cats.
Yes, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yep. This is two exotic serval type cats were spotted roaming around an upscale neighborhood in Baltimore. One cat has been captured by the city Office of Animal Control, while the second cat is allegedly back in the care of its private owner. Oh, so they found his way back home.
Oh, wow.
Wow. So even though this is a small wild cat and not a danger to the public as a tiger, it's not far or fair to try to keep a wild animal as a pet. Tammy Thies, founder of Wildcat Sanctuary in Minnesota, said.
Yeah, this thing looks like the leopard's first cousin. Like, there's no way you're just going to have that thing in the hood. No. No, something is not right with that. I mean, you got to see the video. They're just roaming through the streets like, no.
I wanted to see them in action. I wonder what kind of damage they actually can do. I mean, other than tearing up people garbage and stuff. I wanted to see them in action. Gosh. All right. Well, that would conclude the stories. Unless you have anything.
Oh, so you didn't get the other animal story? The drunk raccoon?
Oh no, you're right. I still didn't get that. Oh man. Well, anyway, we can talk about it. I don't have it, but we can talk about it. So basically, this raccoon broke into this man's house.
Nope, that's not it.
Oh, well, okay. Well, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Take it away.
Wow. So anyway, worker comes to work at ABC Liquors, and he comes in, and the place is trashed. So he's thinking they have had a robbery. And I guess goes to look at the footage and, finds out the burglar was a raccoon. And they found said burglar/raccoon passed out in the bathroom next to the toilet, just like a true drunk. I forget where this happened, but yeah.
Virginia.
Okay. Yeah, and you see the place, and it's just like bottles knocked down all over he trashed the place. And the funny thing that's still getting me is he made his way to the bathroom before he passed out. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I see the pictures now. You're absolutely right. They show pictures of him actually grabbing the bottles off the shelves.
Yeah.
And
he went on a bender. See, he passed out because he was mixing dark with that light. That's what happened. Rookie mistake.
Yeah, so you're absolutely right. I thought it was a house because, like I say, he wound up in the bathroom. He wound up in the pub.
But no, I'll go one better. What's even funnier is when I guess animal control came to get him. They just took him in so that he could sleep it off, for a while
like
before
regular drunk.
before they released him. They actually took him to the shelter so that he could sober. Like, come on. You can't make this up.
Wow. Yeah, you can't make that up. Yeah.
Yeah, so before they released him, they let him sober up a little bit, you know.
They released him back into the wild.
Gave him some runny eggs and some Gatorade, some Pedialyte, you know.
Wow.
All the hangover things.
Oh my God. Oh, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. All right. On to the next. So do we have any food releases or
No,
anything?
it's nothing really going on this week for food. Basically more of the same. People have their holiday drinks, like Culver's even has a new, because they have ice cream, so they have a new like frozen hot chocolate. So it's just like more of holiday drinks and treats, but no actual food releases going on really.
All right. Then I guess we'll move on to movies and TV news. So that's kind of okay. So what we got here, the biggest thing is trending in this space is the Paramount launches a hostile takeover of Warner Brothers after Netflix wins the bid to buy the company.
Yeah.
So basically, Netflix won the bid, and they offering to pay a total 82.5 billion to purchase the company. And even though when Warner Brothers told them that when the bids come in, it would be they would select the highest bidder to accept their bid to buy the company. Warner Brothers bidded, like I say, the $82.5 billion. And so Paramount comes back and says, but we're gonna offer you $108 billion. And so Warner Brothers saying you didn't understand the question, because we said send in your bid and the highest bidder would win. So when they sent in their bid, it was under 82.5 billion. And then they're saying, so after they accepted Warner Brothers bid, they were saying, well, we're going to come back with 108 billion to purchase the whole company. So now what another thing that's shady is Paramount saying, well, we're not going to go through your Warner Brothers. We're going to talk directly to your shareholders. So which the shareholders still have to vote to approve the Netflix bid. And then, like I say, so basically Netflix's bid is equivalent to $27 per share. Paramount's new bid is equivalent to $30 per share. So, but they think that all the underhandedness of Paramount may backfire against them.
Oh man.
So yeah, I guess they, like I say, they didn't understand the assignment.
Doesn't sound like it.
And then the other part is everybody's still speculating what will Netflix do with the actual movie theater. And from what and see, here's my thing. So Netflix just came out and said, hey, we wanted to buy WB because we want to officially get into the movie making business with by buying this property that has experience in dealing with the theatrical releases of the movies and how to actually make a movie. And because basically Warner Brothers or any other movie company is more so of an expert than Netflix.
Right.
Netflix is actually a tech company, not a movie company. So when they're producing their movies and stuff like that, they're actually producing movies and buying the movies and putting them on their streaming service.
Right.
Even though they're getting credit for owning the said movie, they are not the ones that are actually making the movies. but they do see the errors of their ways, and they say how to correct that. Let's go out and purchase an actual movie studio, and that way we can learn from them. And they also said they're going to keep HBO Max its own separate entity, and they're going to keep Warner Brothers movie division intact as it is.
All right.
And they're also acquiring the gaming division.
Mm.
So now, everybody, of course, I understand everybody's doing their speculation. That says, okay, are they going to keep everything separate? Are they going to absorb it into
Right.
Netflix? Which, at that point, with the WB's over 100-year catalogs of movies and TV shows,
Mm-hmm.
yes, that should be incorporated into Netflix, which would make that service a lot better.
Right.
Even the old HBOs and all that stuff, the properties that they have, they can put that into Netflix, and that makes that service more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
And then any new movies that are released in the movie theaters under the WB or Warner Brothers property, when that comes out of the movie theater, guess where it'll be streaming? First on Netflix, and of course they'll license it out to the other streaming services.
Right.
So it's a win-win-win. But my thing is this, that, like I say, that is basically what I just said is how Netflix says they're going to move forward as far as how they're going to use the acquisition of the WBs and this property.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't like is all these, I would like to say armchair quarterbacks are speculating that Netflix is going to do this, Netflix is going to do it, and being very negative, which they all say too, that negativity gets clicks. So it is what it is, but I think that's my opinion on the situation.
Yeah, we'll just keep an eye on it and see.
Yes, we will definitely, because this is going to go on for, they say, at least a year and a half. So we'll see how the dominoes falls, and we'll keep track of it. Similar to the ABK acquisition, that took 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Disney, when they bought Fox or 20th Century, I think that took a little over a year.
Mm-hmm.
So we shall see how this goes and how it turns out. All right, next we got on the docket, and I thought this was real funny. So I just talked about the acquisition of Netflix acquiring HBO. Well, on Monday, a Las Vegas-based HBO Max subscriber sued Netflix over concerns that the streamer plans to buy some of Warner Brothers' Discovery assets, which creates an anti-competitive environment in the entertainment industry and raises subscription prices.
Okay.
So and that kind of similarly happened in the APK deal. There was a group in California sued to block the merger the same way, but the judge threw it out because the people they didn't have the proper documentations to back up their claim. But then, just as a side note, guess who gave them the documentation to support their claim? Sony. The case still got thrown out.
Oh, wow. All right.
Okay, let's see here. So next on we got Brad Pitt's F1, the movie, is new on streaming on Apple TV. Now, I saw this movie in theaters, and it is real good. It is Brad Pitt and Damson Idris as the lead role, and of course they're competitive. They compete against one another, and then eventually they become a team. And it's a very good movie. Very good movie.
Okay.
So I if you got Apple TV, I encourage you to watch it.
All right.
And from that, we're going to go to, I think that ends the movies and TVs, unless you have something.
No.
Okay. Next.
Actually, there was one thing found.
Oh, for those that watched Found on NBC, um, it is being picked up by Netflix.
Because remember, it was canceled a few months ago.
Right. It was season. Was it season 3?
I think so.
Yeah. So it was canceled prior to season 3, and so Netflix is picking it up. The question is now, will Netflix be producing season 3?
Right, more episodes.
More episodes, or will they just be picking up the prior 2 seasons and calling it a day? So that remains to be seen.
Right, but if they're bringing us more seasons of Gabby and Sir, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I'm here for it too, because the actress are very good. The stories that they've created, I thought was excellent. So I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it.
Yeah.
All right, so let's move on to unwind time. So we went to the movies, and I must say that this year, Nikki has attended so many more movies than she's done in the past, and I am so here for it. A lot of times I do most of these movies I go see on my own, but here they must have done something right, because, like I said, what you've seen, maybe about 6 movies this year, close to?
Maybe,
yeah. Well, by the end of the year, because you got one more. I know one more we're going to see, Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Oh, yeah.
But we went and saw Kill Bill, The Whole Bloody Affair.
Yes. And it was everything.
Well, go ahead, take it away.
Oh my gosh!
Just tell the people what you saw, and what you liked, and what you didn't like. Go ahead.
There was nothing that I didn't like, but basically, anyone who has seen Kill Bill Volume 1 and Kill Bill Volume 2, the premise of the whole bloody affair is that they're basically merged together simultaneously into one movie. So you're talking over 4 hours long.
4.5 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, they did have a 25-minute intermission.
Yeah, which we didn't know about prior to, but I thought that was really cool, and you should have saw the people rushing out when it got to the intermission.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
A mass exodus. Yeah, you're right. People were like, okay, bathroom time, refill time. Yeah. But yeah, right from the beginning, I could tell, like, oh, that's different. So basically, they're saying that this is the way Quentin Tarantino intended for the film to be seen. And I'm just going to say it was more detailed. There were, like, maybe extended scenes. I don't know if you want to call it, but, oh, it was so good. And calling it the whole bloody affair is absolutely right. It was so... Oh my gosh.
That was one of the comments Nikki made. She's like, oh, they use so much blood.
I was like, I wonder how much blood they used.
They use, yeah. And which, most of the time they make the blood out of syrup. So, But it was just a matter of fact that, yeah, there was so much blood. Oh my God.
But it was so good. I love Tarantino films. So, again, I'm going to say this. I may not get it, but I'm not the only one who feels this way. We need Volume 3 that has Nakia, Vivica A. Fox's daughter, and BB, Uma Thurman's daughter. We need that film with those two going at it. That's what we need.
Well, you got to think, too, and Uma Thurman's still around, too, so
yeah. Yeah, so we need Nikki coming after Uma and possibly after BB, too. Yeah, we need that. I need that, Quentin.
It's almost comparable to like a John Wick movie, but it was so much. Especially the Lindy or what's it? What?
Lucy Liu.
Lucy Liu, yeah, Lucy Liu's portion, her chapter. Oh my God, that was so.
It was so much more detailed.
It was much more detailed.
As much as I loved it in the original Volume 1, it was so much better.
Yeah, and I can agree with that, because now in the the separate movie, they did that. Most of that fight scene for the Lucy Liu's portion was a cartoon, and
not when she's going at the Crazy 88. Just her backstory was animated.
Okay, her backstory, but I thought it was the part where they did where she did a lot of killing and stuff, and they had that cartoon that nice too. I could be wrong, but I thought that's the way I saw it. But in this iteration, it was all live action.
Her backstory was still anime, so don't.
Well, it's two characters that they did. They did Lucy Liu, and then they did one of the girls. That was her backstory too. The one that had the ball and chain.
Gogo Ibarra.
Yeah, they did hers animated too. Because that's the one but all of it was. Well, you have to watch it, but she's the one that she went after the man that killed her mother.
That was still Lucy Liu. That was still Oranishi. That was not Gogo.
Okay, well they did Gogo's story too.
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did.
Anyway, it was a great movie.
Wait till it come to streaming.
I don't know if that'll come on streaming, but yeah, I don't know how much longer it's going to be in theaters, but if it's in a theater near you, because I hear it's only in select theaters, which kind of a bummer, because I know some people really want to go see it and may not, have it in a theater near them. But if it is in a theater near you, go check it out.
Yes, the whole
you will
bloody
not
affair.
Be disappointed.
The second thing we watched, as I alluded to earlier, we watched the Diddy documentary.
Yeah, so we've already talked about that.
Yeah, we've been watched it, and so I guess we don't have to recap it, but yeah, so that's how we pretty much unwind. Of course, we watched our show Force and Matlock,
caught up on Reasonable Doubt,
Bel Air. So yeah, Brilliant Mind too. Well, we still got some more to watch on Reasonable Doubt. We didn't finish that.
Okay.
Yeah, we have. So we got to finish Bel Air and Reasonable Doubt.
All right.
But we're pretty much caught up on some of our other shows, and then like I say, after the beginning of the year, we have a whole new list of shows that will be popping up. So we're looking forward to it as we unwind with the movies and TVs, and then other activities outside of the home.
All right.
All right. So we know that. Hope everybody's gearing up. Black Fridays is in our past, but in less than, I would say, a little bit more than like 13 or 14 days, that Santa Claus will be running around here. So we hope that.
No, you just made me think of something we were talking about earlier, like oh man.
Okay.
About
you gonna share?
No, you know what? Never mind.
Okay. Oh well. Okay. Wow. Leaving the audience hanging.
My apologies on that, but
there's a thought kicked off in their head, huh? There's something in there besides your songs.
Yeah. Oh, it's a lot of.
Oh, you know what?
It's a lot of open tabs going on.
Oh my God! What are you, a laptop now?
I'm just saying.
You got multiple pages open
all the time.
Yeah, tab.
All the time.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God! You know what? I'm gonna tell you this here. She is a trip. She'll be singing a song. Oh, that song's stuck in my head, and oh my God, I'm like, what song is stuck? I just had to ask the question, and Lord knows, she not only does she say what the song is, she starts singing it, or she'll have Alexa to play it, and I'm just like, oh good Lord, why did I open Pandora's box?
Careful what you ask for. When you ask for the inner workings of my mind, yeah.
Oh, wow. Well,
But on that note,
my name is Marcus.
and I'm Nikki.
Until next time, keep unwinding.